Hi everybody, just tried to upload this video, it failed again. I'm going crazy here. Red Band Society, let me do a quick run through and hopefully it'll let me upload this time. So, we start off, Jordy and Emma have been getting really close together. Leo's not happy with it. Leo's been, very upset about it, feeling like he wants to be with Emma. Kind of drops the hint to Jordy, like, hey, we dated, still kind of fresh, and of course Jordy's like, oh, yeah, no, dude, I'll break up, back off, whatever. We have Kara. Kara needs to pass a drug test. As we know from past episodes, she does everything, smoking, drinking, drugs. So she needs to have, clean pee and pass the drug test if she wants a good chance of getting a heart. So Nurse Jackson's kind of on her tail. And, she tries to get drugs from this guy in the parking lot. Nurse Jackson catches her, tells her to stay in her room, and she can have one friend, and that's it. Dash is kind of annoyed with how Jordy's taking up everyone's time. Leo is all over him, and Emma's all over him, so then Leo wants to be all over Emma too, and not a good time for him. He's kind of annoyed. So Leo and Emma start hanging out, and he's, trying to get close to her again, and Emma's kind of like, okay. So they decide to go cook some food for Jordy to make him feel better, because Jordy's kind of in a rough spot. He's couldn't get his leg taken off, and that's actually worse that he couldn't, and so he needs a new treatment, but his parents have to sign off on it. Never met his dad. His mom is dead, supposedly, as he says, and Grandma's crazy. No one's going to sign off on the treatment, really. So then they, of course, bake him food. They almost get caught in the staff kitchen. When they do almost get caught, Emma and Leo's heads get close, and, it looks like, oh, they're about to kiss, Moment ends, though, and Emma kind of hops back up. So clearly one side wants it, not really feeling it on the other side, it seems. So then the doctor's around. He's all happy. He had a good day, besides telling Jordy that he needs to go back home, possibly. All of a sudden, the woman that he hooked up with from episode 2, the one he met at the bar, shows up, and he's all like, oh, hey, you found me at work? Turns out she's here to visit her son. Her son is Jordy. Doctor feels like an idiot. Jordy shows up, sees her, and is like, no, not happening. So then, of course, Nurse Brittany takes Mom to talk to her. Doctor talks to Jordy. Basically puts together a story of the mom trying to raise him, and she got pregnant young, Dad left. Jordy sees it as he didn't have the greatest life. She wasn't really there. She was off gambling all the time. He barely got a decent meal. So both sides of the story are, rough and hard, but, she wants to be a mom now, and Jordy's not ready to trust her, let her be that mom. Kara invites a friend over. Her friend happens to be a guy. They start, hooking up, and that's why her heart monitor goes off. And, of course, Nurse Jackson thinks it's trouble. She runs in, sees them. Whoa, there is heck to pay. Man gets sent home, and Kara now gets to be Nurse Jackson's buddy for the day. She can't trust her. Leo and Emma are talking in their room, and, they're trying to have a talk, and it leads to Leo being told he's impulsive, and then, so after being told he's impulsive, he's trying to apologize for everything. The breakup comes up, and then Emma finally yells at him and says that he broke up with her because he was going to live, and he realized in reality that without the hospital, he wouldn't be with Emma. He'd be with, like, the cheerleader type, and Emma liked him so much more than he ever liked her. And so that turns into a fight, and Leo, I think, is kind of shocked, doesn't realize Emma felt that way. Meanwhile, Jordy and his mom try talking, and they finally decide that they will play a game of poker, apparently, to decide if she gets to stay or not. And if he wins, he gets emancipated so he can make his own decisions, and she leaves. She wins, she gets to stay and be mom. So they have that going on. Kara is in the children's ward with Nurse Jackson. She meets this girl. She plays with her, but she's not, she's not changing her personality at all, and the girl finds her amusing. They hang out. Nurse Jackson thinks for once it's going to be okay. Dash is annoyed. Dash just found out, of course, that Jordy's mom is alive. He tells Leo and Emma, and Leo's like, what? And then Emma's like, that must be so sad that he had to make up she was dead. And then Leo's like, yeah, I know, that must be. And Dash is annoyed again. So there's that, and Emma's like, I must go see him, and Leo's kind of like, great. And so they have Kara again in the children's ward, and Nurse Jackson suddenly overhears her trying to make a deal with one of the children for her sleeping pill. So Nurse Jackson's like, oh, that's it. She grabs Kara and they leave, and she's like, that's low. You taking meds from a child? That's ridiculous. All that yelling and screaming, and then finally Kara's like, why do you even care? And Nurse Jackson grabs some pills off a random cart, throws them at Kara, and goes, you're right, I don't. And she leaves. Kara's kind of stunned, obviously. It's the first time Nurse Jackson's really stepped up to her. Leo and Emma are on the balcony, and they're talking, and, Leo wants to make it up to her. And so they end up deciding, let's be friends. And Leo obviously doesn't want that. Emma more so decides it, and Leo just kind of goes along with it because he just wants Emma in his life again. So we'll see how that goes. And then, of course, everybody shows up for the poker game, and there's flashbacks of Jordy and his mom's life while everybody's watching, kind of. And Jordy ends up with a full house, and he can beat his mother, but for some reason, at the last second, he decides to fold and let his mom win. And it's kind of interesting. And Emma sees this, and she brings it up to Jordy later, and Jordy's just kind of like, And so Mom's excited she gets to be Mom and stick around, and she's happy. Jordy doesn't know how to feel about it, so we'll see. Leo sees Jordy and Emma together again, and he's kind of upset yet again. Nurse Jackson finds out that Kara actually passed. Shocker. She actually passed her pee test, and she's clean. So she goes to Kara, and she basically tells Kara, I'm surprised, and I'm never surprised, so basically it's a good thing. And so Kara's like, yeah, but then we see Kara go back to her hospital bed, and she takes out a blue pill. So Kara hasn't changed that much, unfortunately. I think that covers everything that's happened. Dash is slightly less annoyed, I think. There's not much going on for him. He was just upset a lot. Episode 4 should be interesting. Geez, I really hope I covered everything, because it's a lot faster than the other video I made. But, yeah, so that's Red Band Society. Apologies again. I was supposed to give you How to Get Away with Murder, but every time I tried to upload it, it wouldn't let me. So instead, I'm going to try and do some Gotham updates. I have to go to work now. I'm probably going to be late. So I owe you some Gotham. I owe you a book review. So more videos for me to come up. Stay tuned. I will try this time to get better and, watch this Red Band Society and get you an update closer to the actual day it appeared on. But I got it before this Wednesday, so that's good, right? It's a refresher. So keep watching. Great show. Keep reading. Keep doing everything. All right. Bye, guys.